My name is Timothy Golden. I am professor of philosophy at Walla Walla University here in College Place, Washington. And the title of my talk is Equality on Trial, and it's about the role of race in Supreme Court decision making. What inspired me to do this talk is that we live in a time when the Supreme Court has taken an increasingly sort of hostile approach to taking people's histories into account. And the court has done that in the name of equality. And one of the things my talk hopes to accomplish is to sort of problematize this idea of equality by asking a fundamental question, which is, does treating people the same mean that we're treating people fairly? And so I want to raise this question of equality and fairness and how those two concepts relate to one another. The case that my talk revolves around is a case called Bakke versus the Board of Regents of California. And it's a case involving two people who applied to the University of California Medical School. Actually, one person, really, Alan Bakke. And Alan Bakke was a prospective medical student at the University of California, and he argued that he had better objective qualifications than some of the applicants who were admitted, and the other applicants who were admitted that had lesser qualifications were members of racial and ethnic minority groups. And so the case revolves around this question of how much do we take into account the history of people who may be socioeconomically disadvantaged as compared with someone like Alan Bakke, who is demanding equality. So the question really is, in my talk, is, does Bakke's demand for equality, is it the same thing as a demand for fairness?